My child, be still. Stop for a moment and listen to me. I know your mind is racing, your hands are busy, and your heart feels pulled in 100 different directions. But right now, I am calling you into a sacred pause. This is not just another moment in your day. This is not just another video you happen to find. I have brought you here for a reason, and what I am about to speak into your life cannot be heard if you keep rushing past it. Be still. I see how the noise around you has grown louder. The constant thoughts, the endless scrolling, the pressure to keep moving, to keep figuring everything out on your own. It has been drowning out my voice. But I have not stopped speaking to you. Not for a single moment. You have simply been surrounded by too much noise to recognize me. So I am asking you now, my child, slow down. Let everything else wait. What I am about to say to you matters more than the distractions trying to pull you away. There is something I need you to hear today that will shift your understanding, calm your spirit, and guide your next steps. But you must choose to be present with me. Do not skip this moment. Do not brush this off as something small. Many times, I speak in quiet ways, not because my words lack power, but because I am inviting you into deeper intimacy. When you learn to be still with me, you begin to recognize my voice above every other voice. And today, I want you to recognize me clearly. Right now, I am drawing near to you. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am right here, speaking directly to your heart. You have been asking for answers. You have been searching for direction. You have been longing for peace. And I am telling you, those things begin in this very moment of stillness with me. Before you go any further, I want you to respond to this call. If you feel me speaking to you right now, don't ignore it. Take a second to like this message, write "I am listening" in the comments, and share this with 3 people who need to hear my voice today. Let this be your act of obedience, your way of saying, "Lord, I am here, and I am ready." And stay connected. Subscribe and be part of what I am doing here, because I will continue to speak into your life. Now quiet your thoughts. Release your tension. Let your heart settle. Because what I am about to say next is meant just for you. My child, I know where you are right now. I see the weight you've been carrying, even the parts you've tried to hide from everyone else. I know the thoughts that have been keeping you awake at night, the questions you keep asking without receiving clear answers, and the quiet battles you fight when no one is watching. You may feel overlooked, misunderstood, or even forgotten at times, but I want you to hear me clearly. I have never taken my eyes off you. I have seen every tear you didn't explain. I have heard every prayer you whispered when your voice felt too weak to speak aloud. Even when you felt like your words were falling into silence, they were reaching me. Every single one of them. You have been walking through a season that has stretched your heart. There have been moments when you felt strong, and then suddenly, waves of doubt, fear, or confusion came over you. You tried to stay steady, but deep inside, you wondered if you were losing your way. You questioned if you were making the right decisions, if things would ever become clear, if the peace you longed for would finally come. I know, my child. I see how tired you've become from trying to hold everything together. You've been carrying responsibilities, expectations, and emotions that feel heavier than you expected. And even when you smile on the outside, there's a part of you that feels worn down, quietly asking, "God, where are you in all of this?" I am here, closer than your next breath, more aware than you realize, more involved than you can see right now. You are not invisible to me. You are not forgotten in your struggle. In fact, this very season you are in It matters deeply. It is not wasted. Every moment, every feeling, every question is known by me, and I am working through it in ways you cannot yet fully understand. I also see your heart, my child. I see that despite everything, you have not turned away from me. Even in your confusion, you are still searching. Even in your weakness, you are still holding on. That matters more than you know. Your desire to hear me, to understand me, to stay connected to me, it has brought you into this moment right now. This is not coincidence. This is not random. I have drawn you here because I want you to know that you are chosen, seen, and deeply cared for. Not because you have everything figured out, but because you belong to me. So do not let your heart believe the lie that you are alone in this. Do not let the silence convince you that I am absent. I have been with you in every step, even when you couldn't feel me. And now I am speaking more clearly, because your heart is ready to listen. My child, listen closely now, because this is where many lose their way without even realizing it. You have been searching for my voice in the middle of noise. You have been expecting clarity while your spirit is overwhelmed with distractions. But I do not compete with chaos. I do not shout over confusion. I speak in stillness, in quiet, in the sacred space where your heart is no longer rushing ahead of me. Stillness is not emptiness, my child. It is where I fill you. You have sometimes mistaken movement for progress. You thought that if you kept going, kept thinking, kept trying to solve everything, you would eventually find peace. But the truth is, the more you rush without me, the further you feel from the answers you seek. That restless feeling inside you is not because I am far. It is because you have not paused long enough to receive what I have already been speaking. When you become still, everything changes. In stillness, your thoughts begin to settle, and my voice becomes clearer. In stillness, fear loses its grip, and my peace begins to rise within you. In stillness, confusion fades and direction starts to unfold, step by step. I do not always give you the full picture at once, but I always give you enough light for the next step, if you are willing to be still and listen. You have asked me for guidance. You have prayed for clarity. But my child, you must also create space to hear the answer. I will not force my voice into a heart that is constantly distracted. I gently invite you into quiet places, into moments where it is just you and me, where my presence can rest upon you without interruption. Do not fear stillness. It is not where you lose control. It is where you finally release it into my hands. Right now, as you hear my words, this is your confirmation. I am calling you back to that quiet place, not just for a moment, but as a way of living. A heart that regularly becomes still before me will never walk in confusion for long. And as this truth settles into your spirit, I want you to understand something deeper. What I am doing through this message is not small. I am reaching hearts beyond what you can see, drawing many of my children into this same stillness, this same awakening. When you respond to this moment, you are not just receiving. You are helping extend my voice to others who are still lost in the noise. I am stirring something within you right now, a desire to be part of this movement of light and truth. If your heart feels that pull, do not ignore it. This is your moment to act in alignment with me. When you choose to give, to support the spreading of my word through this message, you are sowing into lives you may never meet, but I see every soul reached. I tell you in my word that when you sow generously, you will also reap generously, and I am speaking that promise over you now. Your giving becomes a seed that I will multiply, not just in provision, but in purpose and peace. If you feel me leading you, take that step now. Use the super thanks or gift through the PayPal link in the description with the QR code you see. Do not delay when your spirit knows this is an act of obedience. I am the one who sees, who blesses, and who opens doors that no one can shut. Come into stillness, my child, and watch what I will do next. My child, I speak to you now with love, but also with truth that you must receive. You have been looking in too many directions for answers that can only come from me. When uncertainty rises, you reach for opinions. When confusion grows, you search for reassurance from voices that cannot carry my wisdom. You scroll, you ask, you overthink, and you try to piece everything together on your own. And in doing so, you have been exhausting your spirit. This is not how I designed you to live. I did not create you to depend on the noise of the world to find your way. I created you to walk closely with me, to trust my voice above all others, and to rest in the peace that only I can give. But you have allowed other voices to become louder than mine, and it has left you feeling unsettled, unsure, and distant from clarity. I am not correcting you to shame you. I am guiding you back because I care for you. There is a pattern I want you to notice. Every time you run ahead without me, you end up feeling overwhelmed. Every time you seek answers without first coming to me, you find yourself carrying more confusion than before. This is not coincidence. It is the result of stepping outside the stillness where my voice leads you. You do not need more opinions, my child. You need my presence. You do not need to understand everything right now. You need to trust me in the quiet. I am not asking you to stop seeking wisdom, but I am asking you to come to me first. Let me be your foundation before you listen to anything or anyone else. When you begin with me, everything else will fall into its proper place. I see how you've been trying to control outcomes. You've been replaying situations in your mind, trying to predict what will happen next, trying to protect yourself from uncertainty. But in doing this, you have been carrying a weight that was never meant for you. Release it. You are not meant to have all the answers. You are meant to walk with the one who does. Trusting me will require you to let go of the need to control every detail. It will require you to be still even when your mind wants to race. It will require you to choose faith over fear, even when the path ahead is not fully clear. But I tell you this with certainty. When you return to me first, you will not be led into confusion. Come back to that place of quiet trust, my child. Not just once, but again and again. Let it become your habit, your refuge, your first response instead of your last option. I am not far from you. I have not moved away. I am right here, waiting for you to turn toward me, to listen before you act, to trust before you understand. And when you do, you will begin to see just how clearly I have been leading you all along. My child, I feel the weariness in your heart, and I want you to rest in this truth right now. You are not walking through this alone. Even in the moments when everything felt quiet, when you wondered why answers were delayed, when you questioned if I was near, I was there. I have always been there. Not watching from a distance, not waiting for you to figure things out, but walking beside you, carrying what you could not see, holding you together in ways you did not recognize. You have mistaken silence for absence, but my silence has never meant I left you. There are times when I grow quiet, not because I am distant, but because I am working in places you cannot yet see. I am aligning things beyond your understanding, preparing doors before you arrive, and protecting you from paths that would have brought harm. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. I know there have been moments when you felt like giving up, when the weight of uncertainty became too heavy, when your strength felt like it was slipping away. But look at you, my child. You are still here. You are still seeking. You are still listening. That is not weakness. That is evidence that I am sustaining you. When you feel like you have nothing left, that is where my strength begins to rise within you. You do not have to carry this season by your own strength. In fact, I never ask you to. I am your strength. I am your refuge. I am the place where your weary heart can find rest. But you must come to me, not just with your words, but with your trust. Lean into me now. Let me steady your thoughts. Let me quiet your fears. Let me remind you that what you are facing is not greater than my power working in your life. You may not see the full picture yet, but I see it clearly. I know where this path is leading, and I am guiding you step by step. Nothing about your situation has taken me by surprise. Nothing you are feeling is beyond my ability to restore. I am already working on what concerns you, even if the evidence has not appeared yet. That is why I am asking you to remain steady, to stay rooted in me, to trust even when it feels difficult. You are not as alone as you feel. Every tear you shed I have seen. Every moment you felt overwhelmed, I was there, surrounding you with my presence. Even now, as you listen, I am strengthening something inside of you. I am renewing your spirit, lifting the heaviness, and replacing it with quiet confidence. So do not give in to discouragement, my child. Do not let temporary feelings convince you of permanent lies. You are held, you are guided, and you are deeply cared for. Stay with me, because I am not done with your story, and what is ahead of you will reveal just how closely I have been walking with you all along. My child, when you choose to be still and truly listen to me, something powerful begins to unfold within your life. I do not call you into stillness to leave you empty. I call you into stillness so I can fill you with what you have been searching for all along. When you quiet your heart before me, I begin to pour clarity where there was confusion, peace where there was anxiety, and direction where there once felt like uncertainty. You have been asking, when will I know what to do? When will things make sense? And I tell you this now, understanding will come, but it will come through trust, not control. It will come step by step, not all at once. I am not hiding answers from you, my child. I am revealing them in the timing that protects you and prepares you. If I showed you everything at once, you would feel overwhelmed. If I moved before you were ready, you would not recognize the blessing. That is why I lead you gradually, carefully, faithfully. And when you listen to me, truly listen, you begin to recognize my guidance in ways you never have before. A quiet thought that brings peace, that is me. A gentle nudge guiding you away from something, that is me. A sense of calm in the middle of uncertainty, that is me confirming that you are not alone. I speak more often than you realize, but now you are learning how to hear me. This is my promise to you. I will guide you. I will not leave you in confusion. I will not allow you to walk blindly when your heart is turned toward me. As you remain in stillness, as you choose to trust my voice above your fears, I will make your path clear. Not always easy, but always purposeful. Not always immediate, but always right on time. You must also understand this, my child. Listening requires patience. There will be moments when you expect an answer quickly, but I will ask you to wait. In those moments, trust that I am still working. My timing is not delay, it is divine alignment. I am arranging things in ways you cannot yet see, connecting moments, people, and opportunities that will come together at the right time. Do not rush ahead of me. When you move without my instruction, you create unnecessary burdens. But when you wait for my voice, you walk in peace. even when the path is unknown. That peace is your confirmation that I am leading you. I also promise you this: when you obey what I show you, even in small things, greater clarity will follow. Obedience opens the door for deeper guidance. Trust unlocks understanding, and faith keeps you steady when answers are still unfolding. So remain close to me. Let stillness become your strength, not your struggle. Let trust become your response, not your hesitation. I am leading you, my child, even now. And as you continue to listen, you will see that I have already gone ahead of you, preparing the way. My child, now is the moment. Do not wait for another time. Do not tell yourself you will come back later. I am calling you into stillness right now, in this very moment, because your heart is open and your spirit is ready to receive. Pause with me. Take a breath slowly. Let it go. Again, breathe in and release. You do not need to write. You do not need to strive. You are here with me, and I am here with you. Let everything else fade into the background for just a moment. Bring your thoughts to me. All the worries, all the questions, all the things you have been trying to figure out. Place them in my hands. You do not have to carry them anymore. You do not have to solve everything right now. This is your moment to trust me with what you cannot control. Be still, my child. If your mind begins to wander, gently bring it back to me. This is not about perfection. This is about presence. I am not asking you to perform. I am inviting you to rest in me. The more you return your focus to me, the more you will begin to feel my peace settling within you. Listen closely. You may not hear words the way you expect, but you will sense my presence. You will feel a quiet calm replacing the tension. You will notice a gentle reassurance rising in your heart. That is me. I am speaking in ways that go deeper than sound. I am reaching your spirit. Release your need for immediate answers. Right now, I am giving you something greater, my presence. And in my presence, everything you need will begin to take shape in the right time. Trust this process. Trust me. Now, in this stillness, I want you to surrender one specific thing to me. That burden you've been holding on to the tightest, that situation that keeps replaying in your mind, give it to me fully. Do not hold any part of it back. Say within your heart, Lord, I trust you with this. Feel that release, that weight lifting, even if only a little. That is the beginning of freedom. The more you practice this, the lighter your spirit will become, because you were never meant to carry what belongs to me. Stay here for a moment longer. Let my peace settle deeper. Let my presence remind you that you are safe, that you are guided, that you are not alone. This is where your strength is renewed, not in striving but in surrender. And when you rise from this moment, do not rush back into noise. Carry this stillness with you. Return to it again and again. Let it become your way of living, your place of connection with me. Because every time you choose to be still, you are choosing to trust me. And I will meet you here, every single time. My child, remain in this peace with me just a little longer. You have heard my call. You have felt my presence. And now I want you to carry this with you beyond this moment. What I have spoken to you today is simple, yet powerful. Stillness is where you will hear me clearly. Not in the rush, not in the noise, but in the quiet place where your heart rests in me. Remember this. When life feels overwhelming, be still. When your thoughts become too loud, be still. When you are unsure of what to do next, be still and listen for my voice. I am not hiding from you. I am not distant. I am always near, ready to guide you, ready to fill you with peace, ready to lead you forward step by step. You do not need to have everything figured out, my child. You only need to stay close to me. What I began in your heart through this message, I will continue to grow. The calm you feel right now, it is not temporary. It is a glimpse of what your life can become when you choose to walk in constant connection with me. There will still be challenges, but they will not shake you the same way, because you will know where to return for peace. And I want you to walk forward with this assurance. I am guiding you. Even when you cannot see the full path, I am leading you. Even when answers take time, I am working. Even when you feel weak, I am your strength. Do not lose this connection. Stay with me daily. Come back to this stillness again and again. Let it shape your decisions, your thoughts, your reactions. And as you do, you will begin to recognize my voice more clearly than ever before. Now hear me, my child. What I am doing through this message is not only for you. There are many others still searching, still overwhelmed, still longing to hear me, but surrounded by noise. I am calling you to be part of reaching them. As this peace settles in you, let it overflow. When you sow into this work, you are not giving to a channel. You are releasing light into darkness. You are helping my voice reach hearts that are crying out in silence. I have said that those who sow beside still waters will see a harvest in due time, and I am speaking that promise over you now. Your giving becomes a river that carries my word further than you can imagine. Feel this moment, because I am inviting you into something greater. If your heart is stirred, do not hold back. This is your act of obedience, your step of faith. Give through the super thanks or the PayPal link in the description, or even through the QR code placed before you. As you release what is in your hand, I will release what is in mine. I see your seed, and I will multiply it in ways that will return to you in peace, provision, and purpose. Now go forward, my child. Carry my peace. Walk in my stillness. Trust my voice. And know this above all else, I am with you, always.